My name is Gopikrishnan. I am from Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development from the Social Work Department. So, my topic for today's presentation is the relevance of developmental model in social work practice. So, let's start with what the developmental model is. So, social work models provide a framework of reference for understanding and empowering clients. Aspiring social workers study the similarities and differences between models and approaches in social work. Developmental models focus on information intake and assessment. A developmental model serves as a guide against which client behavior can be compared. For example, one model used to assess individuals' behavior is based on 8 stages of the psychosocial development from birth to late adulthood as defined by 20th century psychoanalyst Erik Erikson. Based on Erik Erikson's model, an example of a developmental approach in social work would be assessing clients based on the developmental task for their particular life stage. Developmental approaches in social work are based more on how different experiences and environments empower or disrupt clients' behavioral health at different points in their lifespan. In general, developmental models view development as a progress from simple to more complex understanding of self and the world over time. Progress may be continuous in nature or occurring in stages, but the momentum is always forward toward greater, more complex understanding. So, this is what the developmental theory is. Developmental model is. The developmental model mainly focuses on the development of a person, from childhood to the adulthood, like how the how the development affects the growth of the personality of a person, etc. So now let's move on with the relevance, like the main topic of our discussion, relevance of development model in social work. Erik Erikson's 8-stage theory of psychosocial development describes growth and change throughout life, focusing on social interaction and conflicts that arise during different stages of development. So the Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development focuses on social interaction and conflicts that arise during different stages of development. In social work, this theory is used to understand psychological growth of a person during the development to find the root cause of their problems and help them to solve the problem on their own. So like any other social work principles or practices, methods say, the developmental theory, developmental model also helps the other person to solve their problems on their own when they can't solve it on their own. So the social workers help the clients to solve the problems on their own by using the developmental approach to find out the root cause of the problem during their development. So now developmental models is applied in social work practice to help clients change their own behavior and learn to handle experiences that were once overwhelming. So like I said, the developmental model helps the clients to change their behavior which once hurt and affected them in their day-to-day life. So this helps the client to face the problems which once affected them, or the thoughts like which once they could not face, they could not comprehend or confront. So the social workers use the developmental models to help the clients to face the problems and move on in their lives. Developmental models can help a social worker empower clients to gain insight into their personal strength and gains greater mastery of their thoughts, emotions and actions. So developmental theory also helps the clients to have power on their own, or have power on themselves. So they have the controls of their thoughts, emotions and actions. It helps the clients to the developmental model helps the clients to have mastery of their thoughts. Developmental approaches in social work are based more on how different experiences and environments empower or disrupt clients' behavioral health at different points in their lifespan. So the developmental model also focuses on the environment of the person, of the client. it not just focuses on the person but also it's his or her environment, because the environment also plays a major role in the development of a person. So by this we can understand that the developmental model has a very great importance in the field of social work. The importance of developmental model lies in the fact that it provides a holistic view of development throughout the entire lifespan. So the major attraction towards the developmental model is that it provides a holistic view, like it provides a 360-degree view of development throughout the entire lifespan of a client or a person. It also stresses on the influence of social relationships on development. So it not only focuses on the developmental aspects of the person, it also focuses on the social relationships and how it affects the development of that client. So by this we can understand development model is one of the very important models in social work, which every social worker must be aware of. So we can without any doubt say that social developmental model is very important for a social worker. It should be understood by every social worker before they go on to the field. So yeah, thank you. With this I conclude my presentation.